Tony Hart. Happy Tuesday.
Hi, how are you today?
You know, I'm rip roaring, ready to go.
Rip roaring, nice.
Got a good night's sleep last night.
Good.
So we're ready to go. Hopefully you are as well. We'll get you woken up and ready for your day with some good news if you're looking to try to lose some weight, if you're still working through that New Year's resolution.
Is anybody still working on their New Year's resolution?
Maybe some people are.
Maybe.
The good news is experts say it's okay to maybe cheat a little bit once in a while. We got some details on that.
Nice.
Also, big game this weekend, and there are some wild side bets that people officially can make on the big game.
I love these. These are my
bets.
favorites. Yeah.
Some of them involve Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Some of them involve the halftime performance with Usher and potentially others. There's a lot of other stuff. We'll dive into those later on this morning as well.
Got my money ready.
Love that. Also, we'll play a song in 60 as we do every morning. I think I'm guessing today, right?
You are. Got a song ready to go, so stick around. We'll quiz you coming up here in just a couple minutes. Mix 108, good morning. It is Tony and Nick. It's the Brew. It's time to play along with Song in 60. I'm going to give some clues, and all you got to do is guess the song. Really easy. At least it sounds really easy.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, everybody got their thingy caps on?
Let's do this thing.
Here we go. The 60-second timer starts right now. Material Girl. Concert. Celebration.
Is it Madonna?
It is Madonna.
Okay, all right. This is too obvious.
In Sync. Singer. Jessica Biel.
Okay, so Justin Timberlake.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Not 5 minutes. Oops. Not 5.
Oh, is it 4 or 5 minutes?
Well,
Is that the name of it?
It's just 4 minutes.
Dang it. Oh, 4 minutes. Okay, I was thinking of the other song. Yeah, 4 minutes. Oh,
I should have said minutes.
That's okay.
You win.
That's a good. Thanks for the hint, Tony. I needed it. I know that they did the songs together. And I started thinking of the Rihanna song, which is not related to that at all.
Yeah.
Or Madonna, for that matter. But
I think I'm the only one that ruins this game by actually giving the words out that I'm not supposed to.
I would have a lot
bad.
worse record if not for that. Thank you, Tony.
So, yeah, Madonna and Justin Timberlake with 4 minutes.
Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's Nick Cooper and Tony Hart. And if you're still plugging away at that New Year's resolution, even though it seems like most people give up on those like a few weeks in, if you're,
Still trying to plug away on my 2006 New Year's resolution. So
how's that going for you?
It's going.
So if the weight loss thing is either a New Year's resolution or maybe just something in general you're trying to do, there is some new research out. Experts are saying, or authorities are saying in your case, little cheat here and there, a little treating yourself, not a bad thing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
So they say if you're having a hard time fighting that craving for the treat once in a while, either as a reward mechanism or just because, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. New study published in the journal Appetite, sounds like a delicious journal, found that those who have more compassion for themselves when facing a setback in a goal, reaching a goal like weight loss,
Right.
tend to be more successful over time.
Okay.
So
have an Oreo once in a while.
Yeah, be a little forgiving of yourself.
Gotcha.
Be a little bit more.
Just don't eat the whole pack of Oreos.
That's part of the deal. Yeah. So there was researchers that looked at the whole situation where they found that people who are a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more still goal oriented and working toward their goal, but weren't like beating up on themselves, getting down on themselves when they were, they cheated on the the goal.
Yeah.
Overall, we're more successful in reaching that goal because they weren't getting in their heads about the situation. They were getting stressed out over it. They weren't being defeated and ultimately giving up.
Nice.
And so, in not giving up, you'll eventually get to your goal.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll go with it.
Okay, so if you're trying to work on that whole thing,
working on it.
like you said, if you're looking at those, as you mentioned, Oreos or
because I just stuffed my face with the 3 of them.
breakfast of champions is what that is.
Oreos go good with coffee, I'm learning.
Do they make an Oreo creamer? I feel like they have to.
Oh, I don't know, but
I feel like they do.
They might.
might have
If they
to look
don't,
into
they
that.
should.
So
you just eat an Oreo and dip it in your coffee.
Or there's that. There you go.
Or
Yes.
just eat an Oreo without coffee.
Or that too. And it's all okay. Authorities, Tony, are saying it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Have that Oreo.
Speaking of Oreos, bro, I tried the space ones.
Oh yeah, how was that?
They're out in stores now. They're good.
You seem underwhelmed.
They're fine. I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to Oreos.
Yeah,
like,
it's hard to beat the OG.
Just give me the OG Oreo. I mean, but they're fine. I just like the little hole in the middle where the cream comes out of all the cookies. I don't know why I get
the
so
fun
amused by
shapes
that.
and stuff like that.
Squeeze it and I get amused with little things.
It's
like
the
that.
little things,
It's
really.
the little thing.
It is. So big game this weekend. Lots of buzz around not only the game itself, halftime performance, Usher, of course, the whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing. There's a lot of side bets that sports books are offering.
Well, gambling is a thing with
Calling them
with
prop
the Super
bets.
Bowl. Yeah.
Calling them prop bets. There's some wild ones. We'll share some of the highlights of that coming up here a little bit on Mix 108. Mix 108 Morning Brew, Tuesday morning. Nick Cooper and Tony Hart. And this has been a thing for a while now, but I feel like it's getting to a whole different level. The side bets on Super Bowl, they call them prop bets. You know, things like, will it be heads or tails for the coin toss at the beginning of the game?
How long is
the performance for the national anthem?
Yes, that's a big one we watch every year.
Yeah, so there's all these weird who's going to score the first points? You know, all these weird side bets that people are getting in on, and
I love those. It makes it a little more interesting.
Sure. So,
especially when you don't care about the game.
Well, there's that. There are, of course, some Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce related prop bets that have popped up.
Like what?
Well, so one of them, which is being offered just in Canada by FanDuel Canada, they're allowing people to bet on whether or not Travis Kelce will propose to Taylor Swift during the Super Bowl.
Not a chance. Win or lose, not a chance.
The fact that they're even taking money on this situation, though, is wild to me.
There's not a chance, so I would put money on no.
On the no? Okay.
Well, the payout would be nothing, though, I'm sure, right?
I guess they don't say where the money is on it. Right. It's a Canadian thing, so I couldn't even get into it. Yeah. So I was looking at news.
It's done in rocks.
News. Loonies and toonies, Tony.
Loonies and toonies.
Loonies and toonies.
All right, buddy.
There is actually another sports book that's taking bets on whether or not there will be a pregnancy announcement during the Super Bowl. I feel like this was
by who? By Taylor?
By one of them about, involving Taylor.
But I mean,
involving Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No chance.
No, that one, I would say even less money on that one than the Super Bowl proposal.
Yes.
But so the Taylor and Travis ones aren't the only ones. There's a bunch of other ones that are out there that kind of have me more intrigued. So, of course, there's the coin toss, as we mentioned. Will Usher perform? Yeah. Because Usher's the halftime performer.
100%.
So that's actually one of the prop bets that's being offered. And that one I do have some odds on. So
no brainer.
Plus 200 is what the odds are on Usher performing. Yeah.
Well, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yep. Then there's also prop bets on who's going to join Usher. So there are bets on Alicia Keys.
No.
Which,
why would she play on My
Boo?
Oh, just for
a song.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant for Okay.
No. Ludacris and Lil Jon are on the prop bets as well as
they have to be on otherwise.
Right. Lil Wayne also a long shot to potentially show up.
No.
For the Love in This Club remix.
Packers aren't there.
That's true. He's a big Packer fan.
Huge.
For being someone who's from Louisiana, specifically New Orleans, he's a big Packer fan. There are others, of course, the length of the performance for the national anthem, which we talked about. The one that always confuses me is the 50-50 coin toss one. I know I mentioned that already, but who wants to bet on a coin toss? People do it.
Well, there's got to be some statistics on Super Bowl heads and tails, though.
Well, so the phrase is tails never fails. That's the phrase. But I don't have any statistics on that. The other one that always makes me chuckle is what color will the celebratory Gatorade be? I don't know that I've seen the shot, like the stereotypical Gatorade celebration shot, probably in the last few Super Bowls. I don't remember seeing it.
I don't know when this was done. It looks recently.
Okay.
Heads 27 times, tails 30 times.
So
47%, 53%.
Odds are slightly in favor of tails.
Slightly.
So while tails never fail, it apparently...
Heads' longest streak has been 5 heads in a row.
Wow.
Longest tail streak is 4.
Okay.
But that's happened 3 times.
Have you ever put any actual money on any of these prop bets?
No, never. I've never betted on a sport. Well, I shouldn't say never because I have in Vegas.
Okay.
But yeah, I've never used I'm not accounting like the daily fantasy things either.
Sure.
I don't think
that's fair.
That's not gambling.
Yep. I haven't. I always joke around because we have a friend of ours that's all in on like joking around about the odds of all these bizarre things in a game.
Yeah, he'll bet. He's the guy that bets on the length of the
national
anthem, first touchdown, first this, that. He does all the prop bets.
Yeah, good for him. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a big gambling guy.
So just in case you're keeping track, last year was tails.
So will the trend continue?
The 2 years before that was heads. 2 years before that was tails. Heads, and then between 2017 and 2014 was tails. There's one of your 4 in a row. So,
by the way, I mentioned the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce pregnancy announcement. It's BetUS. That's an actual bet they're offering is whether or not they will announce a pregnancy.
They offer great weather forecasts too.
Exactly. 60-day weather forecast, right?
That's right.
Oh my goodness. We're going to see what's trending at the top here in a couple minutes on Mix 108. Good morning and happy Tuesday.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Well, currently it is 31 degrees downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. I don't know.
Good morning.
43 is where we're heading today, partly to mostly cloudy. We're going to see tomorrow, mostly cloudy, breezy, 40. Then we see rain coming into the picture Wednesday night. For Thursday as well into Friday. Changing to snow for Friday and Saturday. And I haven't heard any amounts. It doesn't sound like a ton, but
just a skosh.
It's going to snow a little bit.
Dusting.
They're not. The big thing is, of course, like any winter storm, not sure about the track of it, so they don't want to say too much too early. But it's going to be cooler as this system moves through. It's going to be around 30 for Saturday, Sunday to start the new week. So a little colder after a little snow.
Some trending news headlines. The Buckingham Palace reported yesterday that King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer. They're not saying what type of cancer, but they say the king will keep doing his kingly duties, but not necessarily making appearances and such.
Sure.
Prince, who's the one that's still over there? William.
Yeah.
Prince William will kind of take over some of the
duties.
Kingly duties.
Sure.
As Prince Harry jumps on a plane to go see his dad. So maybe there'll be a nice little homecoming, a little, maybe they can mend their ways.
Right.
These things tend to do that for families, right?
Right.
And there's a new EV rebate going in effect starting tomorrow in Minnesota. So if you are considering buying an electric vehicle, you can get up to a $2,500 rebate through the state. Plus, there's some additional federal rebates available. The state says there is limited money for these rebates, and applications start tomorrow morning through the Minnesota Department of Commerce. If you're interested in learning more about this, you can go to the Mix 108 app or go to mix108.com.
One other little note,
Can't get a Cybertruck with this.
Oh,
because it's $55,000 and below the vehicle.
Oh, well, yeah, that's because what's the Cybertruck running for?
I think 70 some plus,
okay.
Up to a hundo.
Little out of that range. Other little note for you might have noticed is last night. So apparently the Duluth 148th Fighter Wing doing night flying this week. They started last night. They're going to do so through Thursday. So if you're hearing some noise in the evening, that's what it is. I'm sure there will still undoubtedly be questions on social media. What was that? But the 148th doing some flying. They say they're going to be grounded by 10 p.m. each night. So it's not going to be like late night, like midnight flying. But still, it gets dark by 6:45 or whatever it is. So heads up. That's going on through much of the week this week. If you're hearing noise, that's probably what it is. Or it's aliens, one of the two.
Or it's aliens, yeah.
Hard to say. We're going to hear from Dua Lipa in a few minutes. It's Tate McRae right now here in Mix 108. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Tuesday morning. 7:17, 31 degrees. And did you get a Shamrock Shake yesterday, Tony? Did you know that was even possible yesterday?
I did not know it was possible.
So they
See you
fired
later.
up.
I'm going. They make them early in the morning?
That's a good question.
Sure they do.
McDonald's apparently fired up the old Shamrock Shake machines earlier than usual, starting off their limited time offering of their usually like end of February, March treat much earlier.
To celebrate St. Patrick's Day, of course, right? Isn't that mainly what it's for?
That's the part of the,
they don't really
the heart
say
of it all.
that, though.
No, I mean, that's kind of the interpretation, though, is they're green and they call them a Shamrock Shake. You know, makes sense.
I suppose. Yeah, they're called a Shamrock Shake.
So, yeah, a couple weeks earlier than usual. So the last couple of years, it's been toward the end of February. So it was February 20th and 21st the last couple of years. And
I'm looking at my trusty McDonald's app right now. I know. Oh, yeah, there it is, McDonald's.
You can get it right now?
You can get it at Cent. Well, I can order one right now.
Oh, there you go. So there's no word that I could find on why they're releasing them earlier than usual.
Let me guess. To make more money.
Probably.
Yeah. They had some extra Shamrock Shake juice that they needed to get rid of.
Is that a thing?
Well,
Shamrock Shake.
Well, I don't concentrate mix. Let's go with mix. Sounds a little bit better than
shake juice. Yeah,
Shamrock juice.
So, they've been around since 1970. Tony,
really that long?
Yeah, as part of their
who knew
50th anniversary celebration in 2020, they did you try one of these? They did a twist on that and they added Oreos into them.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thoughts?
Well, I mean, add Oreo to anything, and it's it pluses it. Let's just say that.
Okay,
it pluses it.
So if you're hoping to get one, you usually have a time schedule on trying to get them.
Fantastic.
End of the month. You could do it today.
I know for myself and my family, we want the Grimace Shake back.
Oh, I never tried
the Grimace Shake.
All right, you hearing that, folks? Do they have more Grimace juice somewhere?
I don't know. I don't know. I think you gotta. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Limited supply of Grimace juice. You can only milk a Grimace once a day. So.
All right. You got me. Oh, Tony. I
put that on a
legitimately-
t-shirt. You could only milk a Grimace once a day.
And off the rails. Yeah, I would love for them to bring that back because I never got the chance to try it. But in the meantime, being it's going to be like 40.
You want one now?
Well, not after that particular comment. Going to ignore that particular little detail, and you speak so highly of them otherwise, they've got to be good.
Delicious.
Yeah. All right. So being it's going to be a nice day today, like an ice cream treat sounds good. It's going to be like 40-some degrees. Yesterday we set a record, so.
Smashed a record.
Yeah. So get out and have some ice cream, I guess. It's the moral of the story.
Cool.
Paul Russell on the way. Billie Eilish coming up. And more of the Northland's #1 hit music mix here in Mix It Away. Good morning. Mix What Away Morning Brew on a Tuesday morning. And 50 Cent, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Did he?
He's jumping on the Timberwolves bandwagon. But he's not just getting on the Timberwolves bandwagon. If you didn't know this already.
I did not know, actually.
So he was at the game on Sunday where they beat the Rockets.
Oh,
and
nice.
While he was there, he was impressed with how the team played. And he told A-Rod, and he tweeted about this, the owner, Alex Rodriguez. He told the owner that this is the year that the Timberwolves are going to win the championship. So here's a little sampling of he was talking to the cameras. The Timberwolves followed him around while he was at Target Center. So here's a little bit of what he had to say on the subject.
It's your boy 50 Cent. I'm out here, baby. Yeah, this is gonna be the year they get a chip, and I'm gonna get a ring when they do it because they're not gonna be stingy. They're not gonna be stingy. A-Rod wouldn't do a thing like that to me.
So he's on the Timberwolves bandwagon, but
trying to get a ring. He's trying to get a championship ring from him.
Apparently,
nice.
He thinks A-Rod. Well, because they're both, A-Rod's got ties to New York. That's where 50's from.
Okay.
So I mean, maybe they think they got connections. Maybe I don't know if they're friends or not. I don't know. But a part of why he thinks they're going to win is because he says that he broke. Well, I'll let him explain it.
I came to break the curse. I came to break the curse. Check the stats, baby. Check the stats. Timberwolves. Now, I did take the jinx off of the team because the team wasn't doing good when Ja Rule was around. Then I come around and everything turns around. You see what I'm saying to you?
So, if you don't know what he's talking about, in 2019, Ja Rule did a performance at a Milwaukee Bucks game. You might think, what does that have to do with the Timberwolves?
Right.
So the whole situation, do you remember this?
No, I do not.
So it's 2019. He's doing so the Bucks were holding a 90s night and had Ja Rule play at halftime, which is a weird fit because he was a 2000s artist. And
yeah, fair.
That was one. He actually brought that up. So they were having some technical problems to start things off. And then he opens up by saying, it's a little weird I'm here, kind of like, I'm paraphrasing. It's a little weird I'm here because I'm more of a 2000s artist, but I guess I did hit the scene in 99. And the crowd just was not into it. And here's where the Timberwolves get in. Somebody with the Timberwolves social media team took a shot at the situation, like having some fun with it, saying that, the tweet's on our website if you want to look at it, but basically saying that we felt duped too about the whole situation. Right. They're having some fun with this. So anyway, Ja Rule shoots back at the Timberwolves, quoting their tweet saying, "You just jinxed yourself," and he cursed the team to 30 years with no championships, and that Karl Anthony Towns would leave the team. So that's what Ja Rule said.
Did that? Ja Rule put a curse on the Timberwolves?
On the Timberwolves. Even though
is he like a witch doctor or something? Like, what gives him the credentials to just put curses on people?
I don't know.
Like, you need credentials to
He's
put
Ja
curses.
Rule, man.
I just can't put a curse on you.
This is true.
I need to go to school for that.
So maybe he's got, I don't know.
He's got a cursing degree?
Apparently.
That's so odd.
It's very odd.
Never heard a rapper put a curse on anybody before.
Beefing with a basketball team that he has nothing to, I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, he ended his tweet by saying, "Apologize and I'll lift the curse." Well, anyway, the Timberwolves did not apologize.
No, not to Ja Rule.
So, again, this is in 2019. 2023 rolls around. 50 Cent partners up with the Timberwolves, which is why he's at the game. So he partnered up. He's got his liquor brand, Sire, and they have a bar at Target Center. So he announced his partnership last year, and a part of the deal was he said he was going to lift Ja Rule's curse.
Okay.
And this was back in March. And, obviously
I'm so far it's working.
Yeah, so far.
I'm on the Fiddy. I'm on the Fiddy anti-Ja Rule curse working. I don't know.
So far.
What's an anti-curse? Like if you anti-curse something, what is that called?
I don't know what that's called. Is there a name for that? Does anybody know?
I don't know. There's got to be some.
Fiddy's bringing some luck to the Timberwolves. He's been at least this game. I don't know if he's been at other ones, but he went to the headquarters. He was at Target Center last spring to kind of promote this whole thing. You can check out the full video because he tours the bar space, which they've done some updating since initially opening it. He loves it. He was a big fan of the look that they've got going on. You can see that video tour and some of the other, like the Ja Rule video. We've got it all posted on our website, Mobile app. But I was reminded when I was putting this story together about how it's 20 years this year that the Timberwolves had their best season in team history. The 03-04 with Spreewell and KG and that whole group. They got to the NBA, the West Coast,
Till Spree chased the coach out with a 2x4, but whatever.
Wow. They got to the Western Conference Championship game. They lost to the Lakers. So we'll see.
Jeez. He's one of those. I'm sorry. There's a few sports characters in Minnesota history that make me laugh, and Spreewell is one of them.
Was he the one that said he needed to feed his family? He needed millions more dollars.
Spreewell had a whole bunch of stuff going on with him that was hilarious. Yeah. He's like Wizinator guy for the Vikings. Wow. Whatever his name. What was his name?
Oh,
come on.
Oh, man, I'm forgetting now. Oh, well. So anyway, 50 Cent's on the Timberwolves side, and so far so good. We'll see what happens here. We got a little more season left, and of course playoffs. So we'll see what happens.
Playoffs?
Yeah, exactly.
You set me up.
All right, coming up a little bit later on this morning, a chance to win Madonna tickets. She's going to be in Minnesota next week, and we're going to hook you up. Play a little game later on this morning here in Mix 108. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Tuesday. And Tony, there's only a couple days left for a chance to win a whole concert experience. One of a kind, seeing Pitbull, Enrique Iglesias, and Ricky Martin.
I'd shave my head if I won.
Would you?
Yeah, just so I could look like my idol Pitbull.
So this concert experience is not just winning tickets to the show. It's not just VIP like seating or anything. No, it's way more than that. So get upfront seats for the show.
Yes.
Which is nice.
Give me more.
But you'll also get to have a drink with Enrique's band prior to the show.
Not bad. You got more?
Get to enjoy the first song from on stage, on the side of the stage.
Okay, I can dig that.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Anything else?
Up front. And then, of course, very nice hotel stay, too.
Oh.
So a whole little getaway to the Twin Cities for that concert coming up. Is it next weekend?
Yeah, it's the 16th, so it would be like post Valentine's Day. So you could, if you win, you could maybe use this as a Valentine's Day gift.
Ooh, savvy.
You got the hotel stay too, a little after the show. I mean, partying. Now,
right.
Settle down. Get your. I mean, but after seeing Enrique, Pitbull, and Ricky Martin,
yeah. It's bound to be a great show. I mean, Pitbull, high energy.
Things are going to be hot. Let's just say that.
I know you're a big fan of Enrique. We've established
fan.
this.
And Pitbull.
And this is the first time Ricky Martin's been here, I think, since he first hit the scene.
Living La Vida Loca tour.
Yeah, so big deal. And the only way to win is by entering on the Mix With mobile app. So you don't have it, you can download our mobile app for free. Just search for the Mix With app on your app store. You can go to mixwithway.com/app, get the link for your Android or your iPhone. Get yourself set up, enter to win, and go check out that show next week.
Should be fun. So enter to win.
All right, next hour, we're also going to give you another chance. We've got concert tickets like crazy.
It's that time. It's concert season.
It is.
So we got Madonna tickets coming up next hour. We'll play a little game for you to win tickets to see Madonna next week at the XL Energy Center. She's on her Celebrations tour, so you're going to see all her hits.
Love that. So make sure you're listening for that chance to win next hour as well. And then we're going to see what's trending at the top here in just a few minutes on Mix It Away. Good morning and happy Tuesday.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
8:02 on a Tuesday morning. Currently 32 degrees downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. Looking for mostly cloudy conditions. 43 today. Going to be around 40 again tomorrow. Mostly cloudy, breezy. But then we start seeing rain come into the picture tomorrow night. Thursday, staying warm and rainy, and then changing to snow for Friday. Going to be in 30s for Friday with some rain-snow mix. And some snow wrapping up on Saturday with a high of only 31. And going to be ending the weekend and starting the new week on a cooler note. Upper 20s, low 30s is where we're going to be. So kind of a more normal-ish temperatures.
Well, it's still not bad. I
It's-
won't complain about
It's
that.
not 10 below.
Yeah, I won't complain about that. We get some breaking news.
We do have some breaking news, yeah. So just before 1 a.m. this morning, up Lutsen Resort engulfed in flames. So multiple news outlets reporting on the story. According to a news release from the Cook County Sheriff, several crews responded to the resort near Highway 61 in Lutsen. Of course, a lot of people around here know exactly what and where that is. On the scenes, crews reported smoke coming from the lobby area at the lodge. The main Lutsen Lodge building became engulfed by fire. No guests were on site at the time of the fire, according to authorities. According to the lodge's manager, only one employee was working when they saw smoke. The employee made it out safely. No one was injured in the incident.
So like the big main lodge.
Yeah, but obviously that's a big deal because that's a very popular destination for people from all over the place. Yeah. The state fire marshal is investigating the incident, and that's about the extent of the details right now. None of the news outlets have much more than that on the subject, but very big news.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
all right.
Yeah. Coming up here a little later on this morning, as we mentioned a bit ago, a chance to win yourself some Madonna tickets. Going to hear from Dua Lipa in minutes. It's Miley Cyrus now here in Mix 108. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Tuesday morning, and don't need to know what's in it, but do you carry a wallet on you, Tony?
I do.
Okay, yeah, me too. And I guess according to Gen Zers, that makes us old.
What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to carry your stuff in?
So the answer is apparently well, you slim things down, and a lot of people use the little magnetic thing on the back of their phone to hold like just your cards, your driver's license, and maybe even a little bit of cash.
Yeah, no, I'm down with that. I've thought about using like the
Magna thing,
the
Mag Safe on an iPhone, for example.
Get one of those wallets and put on there. But I'm kind of worried. I don't know that trust it, actually.
Yeah.
I'd rather just put my wallet in my pocket or my...
Right. So for
I don't
me,
like carrying a wallet. I'd prefer not to carry a wallet and keys, frankly. I think it should
interesting. All be on the phone?
be on your phone these
So
days.
you're forward thinking because
No.
that's the answer.
Yeah. No, I'm forward thinking, but the reality is I can't not have my, at least debit card.
Right.
Because not every place takes card via...
Apple Pay or
Yeah.
whatever digital payment options.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And keys are the same way. Keys annoy the hell out of me as well. If I didn't have to carry either of those two things in my life, I'd be happy with that.
Well, I know. So there are automakers that are getting on board with using your phone as your key.
I'm good with that.
So-
but I feel like you're still going to have some kind of key fob no matter what.
Probably.
So I feel like you're always probably going to have some kind of, unless they do a fingerprint thing,
Oh, yeah.
maybe that's cool.
Maybe. So, yeah, there's a story I was reading from the New York Post, which, by the way, they dropped. Do you remember when chuggy was a thing 3 years ago?
No.
It's kind of
Chuggy?
it's a trendy word that people said was a big deal that I've never heard anybody use before.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's.
But I'm not trendy, so
Well,
I've never heard of it.
basically, it's a phrase that's kind of tacky, outdated.
Oh, okay.
That's what that means. So that's the word they use in this New York Post story to describe people that use a wallet, according to Gen Zers who on TikTok and elsewhere have declared the wallet dead. They actually did an interview with a expecting mother who's 30, who is even saying, yeah, I think wallets are kind of a thing of the past. Because
I don't disagree, but I need
yeah, there's certain things you need to carry with
But
you.
they still call the thing you put on the back of your phone a wallet.
They do. Or the
it's a-
digital wallet on your phone.
Yeah, so it's still a wallet.
So based on this conversation, we asked on our Facebook page and also on our mobile app for some feedback about what do you think you have or use that makes you old? And we've got some good
I got
feedback.
one for you. I know one for you.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm intrigued to know what you think.
Well, go ahead, give us yours first.
So
I'll see if somebody else said this about you.
for me, depending on the person, I actually unless it's a quick thing, it's actually more of an action. I prefer to talk to people on the phone, if it's because it's just quick and easy to be hey, we're gonna do this, let's do this at this time, blah blah blah. It's done, boom, it's over.
So that's old-fashioned, talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Because I feel like a lot of people would rather, at least younger people would rather not do that most of the time. I will also say, because I do carry, and maybe this is what you were going to say. So I have the Batman utility belt going on. Bing, 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 bing. There it is. So I do have a pile of keys in my pocket. I have a Leatherman tool on my belt. And I was actually explaining this to our salesperson, Lacey. I hate, because I have the biggest iPhone physically possible, I hate keeping it in my pocket. So I have...
He's got the holster.
Judge me, I have a holster for my phone. And I know it.
Phone holster.
And it's not something I'm proud of, but it's better than the
Boy,
alternative.
you're just missing the wife and kids at this point.
And the white New Balances.
And the white New Balances.
Yeah,
You're there. You're there, boy. Little grass stain on the white New Balances from mowing the lawn.
Got some great feedback from listeners. Some of these things are things that I agree with and understand. One person, Julie said, well, I have manners and morals. Not everyone has those nowadays.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. Corey says paper grocery list. Yeah. It's kind of nice to be able to physically just check those off. I do have a checklist on my phone. That's my grocery shopping.
Yeah, I've moved that to my phone as well. Yeah.
Raven said my music lineup consists of mostly early 2000s hip hop. So, okay,
That's fine.
Rhonda, a landline. I saw that there's a slow movement to try to modernize that system. So that's going to be an interesting, expensive conversation for people that have landlines down the road.
Well, yeah. It's been a discussion in our house a little bit. It's because it's weird when you have kids and you don't want to get them a cell phone.
Right.
But we've resisted this long. We don't have a landline.
Jan said making everything homemade, right down to burgers, sauces, the whole deal.
Girl, I got somebody I can introduce you to. A coworker here. Same deal.
Sid agrees with me, saying talking and speaking instead of texting. There's situations where it makes sense, but there's somewhere just, Amanda, cursive writing. When was the last time you actually legit cursive wrote, beside kind of signing your name? Because that's probably not real cursive.
High school?
Right.
Seriously, I can't. I don't remember the last time I wrote cursive.
One more for you.
Proper cursive, anyway.
Laura said checkbook.
Oh, bro, yeah, checkbooks, yes.
I have one, but it never leaves home, and the only reason I have
got
it
checks, but
is because I have to pay my rent. And,
yeah, sure. No, I get that.
So
I mean, there's one thing to just have one and just keep it.
You're not
'cause
going
you
to the
need
grocery
it.
store to pay.
But if you're actively taking it with you and still like standing in the grocery line and filling out your register, like, oh my God.
Yep.
Is it 1972 still? Like, you better be careful because there's somebody in the building that still does that. So
yeah.
Well, at least I write my register quick.
It's okay. All right, Tony. What do you have? What do you use that makes you old?
Me old? I mean, I guess the wallet. I don't know. Makes me old. Tell you what. I'm going to ask when I go home tonight. I'll ask Rose.
Okay.
What I have that makes me old, and she will.
You need to record this.
I will. I'll record the audio, and we'll get the straight answer because she will tell me.
Yeah, you'll get a real answer.
You'll get the straight poo out of her for that. Okay.
I cannot wait for this.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
We'll do that.
All right. Later on this morning, a chance to win some Madonna tickets. She's going to be in Minnesota next week, and we're going to give you the chance to win playing a little game this morning here in Mix It Away. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Nick Cooper and Tony Hart with you.
Hi.
Hello, Tony Hart.
So Madonna's going to be at the XL Energy Center next week, next Tuesday night. It's her big celebration tour. 40 years of Madonna hits. Yeah, lots of hits for Madonna. And now we had this big elaborate contest planned. I've been sitting here for like an hour editing like these Madonna clips so we can finish the lyric. And what do you know? The computer like literally just crashed on us, so we can't play the game. So our winner gets off easy today. Chantel, are you there? Hello, Chantel. Hello,
Did we lose
Chantel.
her?
Is she gone?
Can you hear me?
There she is.
There we go.
Hey, Chantel, how are you?
How about you?
I'm good. Hey, Chantel, you're going to get off really easy today because our computer crashed. We're not able to play the game, so that means you just automatically win tickets to go see Madonna. Yes.
How exciting.
Yeah, it should be a great time to go see her next week at the XL Energy Center. Enjoy that show. There's some good seats still available. If you're interested, you can go to the XL website and get more information and land some tickets. But Chantel, have a great time at Madonna, okay?
Excited. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good time. We'll
See
talk
you
later.
Bye-bye. All right, we got more Madonna tickets coming up tomorrow. And who knows what we'll do? Maybe keep an eye on our Facebook page.
Yeah,
maybe keep it. Maybe we'll do a little. Maybe we'll do a little tie in there.
All right. Sounds like a plan. So, yeah, more chances to win as soon as tomorrow. Music on the way for you soon. Paul Russell, Miley Cyrus tomorrow coming up here and Mix It Away. Good morning. Well, she won some Grammys, Miley Cyrus did. That song did it for her, Flowers. Nick Cooper and Tony Hart with you. Finally,
yeah. That was her first. I guess I didn't realize that was her first Grammy.
I didn't either. But
good for Miley.
Good for Miley getting some hardware, as they say. So another person who got some hardware on Sunday night, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she won her 13th and 14th Grammy. Become the only person ever to win 4 Album of the Years.
Yep.
And if Travis Kelce has anything to say about it, she's going to win her 5th.
Dang.
When interviewed, they're all doing Super Bowl interviews this week. Media Day, right?
Yep.
So the Chief star made the revelation that he's heard the new album.
What? All of it?
He's heard some of her new album.
Okay, all right.
And he, quote, says, it is unbelievable.
Wow.
Now, you think this is a little biased.
Well, right. I mean,
he has to say that,
being
right?
supportive of his beau, you know.
Of his what?
His beau, his significant other.
Okay. His beau? Never heard that before. Isn't it the other way around?
I don't know.
He would be his beau?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
you're like, just leave
whatever.
it alone.
Yeah, move on.
Leave it up to me to grab on that one word.
Thanks, Tony. You're like, you special someone.
He says, quote, I can't wait for her to shake up the world when it finally drops. Now, I find that quote a little more interesting.
That is very interesting.
Now, like, Taylor going to drop an album, I don't necessarily think it would shake the world unless she completely did like a 360 and went like back to country hardcore.
I don't think that's happening.
No, I don't think that's happening either. Or, just took a wild direction.
Right. Well, what has she not done?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Or maybe he's just making a Shake It Up reference. Maybe that's what he's doing.
That could be.
Shake it off. Shake it up.
So, maybe she's doing, I mean, she could be doing something. I mean, there's things she hasn't done yet, but she might be maybe changing pace a little bit because her last couple albums have had a little different vibe than some of the other ones before that. And, I don't know.
She released the track list for the new album.
Oh.
And I got to say, some of the titles are kind of interesting, kind of piqued my interest, if you will.
Give me some examples, Tony.
Well, hold on. I gotta.
Okay.
The one I have is it's like a picture of the thing.
Oh,
so it's kind of hard to see. But side A, Fortnite. This song features Post Malone.
Oh,
so there's a Post Malone. I see first single right there.
Probably.
That's the first single right there. Well, maybe not. She doesn't drop collabs very often as singles, so maybe not. The Tortured Poets Department is a song. My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys.
All right.
Down Bad. So Long London. But Daddy, I Love Him. Fresh Out the Slammer.
What? You made that up.
No, Fresh Out the Slammer.
Wow.
Track 3 on side B of the vinyl.
Huh.
Florida, ! Featured Florence and the Machine.
Interesting.
Guilty as Sin, ? Is another song. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? I Can't Fix Him. No, really, I can. LOML is the name of a track.
She's changing things up from her last couple albums.
I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. The Alchemy. Carla Bow is the name of a track. And there's a bonus track called The Manuscript. So
it's going to have some different
maybe
vibes.
It'll be real folksy. But I feel like lots of her, what's the...
Like Reputation, the album?
No.
Where are you going with that?
No.
That's...
No, I feel like she's kind of done that folksy thing, though, with a couple albums.
Yeah.
So.
No, like I said, to me, and again, I could be very off base, but judging by some of the titles and some of the collaborations...
Yeah. Like Folklore and Evermore were kind of folksy types out. Not really folksy, but a little folksy. Yeah.
She's changing things up.
Maybe she'll go back to the kind of Reputation sound.
That's kind of what my guess is.
Yeah, that's kind of kind of my thought too. And then that'll kind of lead into the Reputation Taylor's version.
Boom. There it is.
See, there's kind of that black and white cover too.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
Anyways.
Okay. Well, I'm intrigued to find out more. We got to wait until
daily
April
Taylor
for this
talk.
album. We got to be getting a single soon. Everyone's out there itching. Come on, Taylor. Come on.
She'll announce it at one of her Tokyo shows, and it'll come out like that midnight.
Yeah,
so I don't know when her. I think it's Thursday, Friday, maybe is her shows.
Maybe we'll get some details soon.
So I suspect maybe Super Bowl we get.
Maybe she grabs the mic from Travis as he's getting interviewed.
Maybe. Well, yeah. Exactly. Instead of the I'm going to Disney World, I'm going to release this. My first
I got a
track.
single for you.
Yeah.
Or maybe, what if Travis did the announcement? What if he was like, all right, I got an announcement for you, as he's getting interviewed post-game.
Oh, yeah, like as he's holding the trophy and like Jim Nance is interviewing him and he's like,
Wild.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, because, think about it, because there's wagers on people thinking that they're going to propose, Well, I got a big announcement we're going to make.
Yeah.
And it's not what you think it is.
So there you go. He says it's the best. It's incredible.
We'll have to wait and see.
Wait and see on that.
All right. We're going to hear from Taylor Swift on the way here as we kick off 108 minutes commercial free. Also music on the way for you from Doja Cat, The Weeknd, and more than Northland's #1 hit music mix. You're mixing away.